Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot. This is Dee Fernandez, your tarot reader, your psychic, your astrologer, and your past life regression practitioner. And Sagittarius, today I have the cards out. They're already lying here because I'm out of town and I'm limited with my equipment. But we're here, in full spirit, right, and intention. But in this reading, it's really interesting. This reading, Sagittarius, we start with the nightmare. And then we have Call of the Night, and then we have Resurrection. So, the nightmare in this reading, we see the Nine of Swords, and I'll try to keep this camera steady. But the Nine of Swords is here, and that can be a nightmare. It can be where somebody is worried because they've been having bad dreams. And in the reading, we start with the Queen of Swords reversed. She's usually not in a good space when she's reversed. She's already kind of a matter of fact and, very intelligent and, I know what's up and I'm going to take time to think about this. And, she's confident really and she is very discerning. So in the reverse, she can be somebody who's not in a good space, right, emotionally, potentially. It could also be, an air sign here who is kind of having a hard time maybe. That's always a possibility. But we start here with the nightmare, and let's zoom in on this a little bit. And this talks about psychic protection, a shield, and bad dreams. But she is, riding up on this horse, this little vampire, and there's a full moon behind her. This is about endings and new beginnings because that's what full moons are about. Yes, they are. So, somebody could have... What happened is they could have been having some bad dreams, but this can be like where I know what's going on because I'm following my intuition. And we have the star in the reading. We have to cover her a little bit. Let's cover the star. She's naked here, or, she's bare-breasted. But this can be like, I'm really trusting my intuition here. But there could be some fear here that this star and this Two of Cups and Three of Cups will never come true possibility. It's a possible that someone's in this kind of energy. The Call of the Night is daring, adventure, and excitement. She's waiting for a phone call. The full moon is also there. She's there with her cat. Cats always mean intuition. Yeah, and so they do. They're also very healing cats. I've never really been a cat person, but, I might be down for a cat. But she's sitting there, it's a full moon, and the wolf is with her. So this is a great calling. That's what this is about. I feel like somebody had bad dreams because something went on here with this Queen of Swords reversed. They did something in this reading. We have the Five of Wands here. That can be, about trouble and challenges. These people are fighting here. And then we have the Hermit reversed. That can be somebody who's in isolation. It can be a Virgo because we have the King of Pentacles here who is not in a good space right now. They could be the one who's very worried right here. I have a feeling they might be, right? For some of you, it could be Aquarius, Cancer, or any other sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra as well, right? Now, the Call of the Night here, she's waiting here. Somebody is dreaming about being with you, Sagittarius, but they're afraid. In their dreams, they're scared that, I don't know, that you're going to do something to them, right? You're going to make up for this Five of Wands, whatever that is, Five of Wands there, and the moon is there also. This is reflecting doubt. And the Nine of Swords here in the challenge is like a powerful Nine of Swords where somebody's very worried. They could feel, maybe regretful because it sits in a challenging position as well, right? So we have the Resurrection card, and this is reprise and recovery. Somebody wants to come back to you in this reading, and they have their tail between their legs, Sagittarius. They really do. We're going to get a card on the Nine of Swords and see what else. And we have the World card, which is reversed. Yeah. And this is, I believe, that is about unfinished business with this person. So this person can't live without you because they're having nightmares. They're not feeling good at all without you in their life. That's really what this reading is about. Wow. The Three of Cups is why it's all happening. They want to reconcile with you. And we talked about that with the resurrection card, which is a comeback, right? And a recovery as well. I find that to be interesting. I feel like this person is thinking of this as a recovery, like because they've done something or because you guys had some type of maybe very chaotic relationship. Something could have came in, the universe could have came in and something, maybe somebody divided you both. Something really kind of big happened because the world is about big events, right? And here it is in the reverse. So now we have the Two of Cups, and that is the person who is loving you, Sagittarius. And there is fear in this reading, good God. And here is, I beg your pardon, you guys. Here's the sun with the moon. That's kind of a trip that always reminds me of like a full moon in astrology, which is about endings and new beginnings. It's also about merging the emotional with your powerful side, kind of, right? With your, it does. That's what it really means. And this can be, I'm wondering if I'll ever have clarity. That could be it. But I feel like this person is very emotional about whether or not you guys are going to succeed or whether or not they will succeed. That's really what it is. And if, they're going to end up with happiness, right? The red flag is there too, so they could be quite upset because the moon is there with the dogs howling. They could be bringing you news here, Sagittarius, because the red flag, that's what the little boy is doing here. The little toddler, he's bringing news here on his horse, and the sun is behind him, protecting him. Yeah. And we have the Hermit reverse sitting in the past. We'll get one card on that. Let's see what it says. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this person was like in their head about you, like, and realize that this person, as a recovery, feeling that they're going to they can, or they would love to, or they need to, really they need to recover this with you, has realized all this in the past, and they realize it in a hard way with the Hermit reverse. This is like, God, I learned of this as maybe through a nightmare, right? Because we start here. Maybe they were having really bad dreams about losing you. But that Hermit reversed, it can be anybody who's like, who has learned like a spiritual insight, but in a very bad way. Not a bad way, a difficult way, right? Yeah, like maybe like a nightmare could be. And the concern is the star, and that's beautiful. That is the inspiration and the faith and hope that this person has. It's also about healing. So we know this, they want to recover this. This is about healing. In the environment is the Five of Wands. Yeah, it looks like a 10, you guys. Five of Wands. And we have the Seven of Swords with it. That is about, in the environment, that is about the psyche, about manifesting something, because this is a 7 and a 5 is a 12 is a 3, right? But here, this is feeling challenged inwardly. It could be somebody's fighting physically, like arguing and fighting. But the Seven of Swords is reversed. There's guilt here about maybe too many lovers. It's a possibility that the Five of Wands could be about too many people. There are 5 people there all fighting. And, the Seven of Swords could be guilt in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's guilt here because remember, in the challenge we have the Nine of Swords. That's not a good place for that card. No, if there is any, that's the worst one, right? And the King of Swords is the hopes and fears. I hope I'm making the right decision, because they hope, they really want to recover this with you, with the Nine of Wands reversed. They're hoping you won't give up on them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And the King of Pentacles sitting in the potential outcome. I'll get a card on that, Sagittarius, and it shows up with the Lovers. Wow. And this is this person is connected to you because you're pulling at their heartstrings, because the Two of Cups is here, the Lovers is here as well, and the Star. So beautiful. If you guys want to get a psychic reading with me, check out the description box. I always check for accuracies. They are the tarot readings, and same thing. But you guys choose the formatting. They're lots of fun. If you need questions about your own situation or about a lover or a romantic interest, whoever they are, right? I can sure help you with that. And Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and you can get a past life reading with me. Those are super powerful to help you live your best life. Yeah, your best life inwardly, like your emotional, your best life emotionally, intuitively, um, and your confidence, definitely. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys.